has somehow managed to survive clearing out our Wunderl's cave.
Wunderbrand.
Dwarf compatriot is still asleep in front of said cavern. You know, literally turning to stone. Let's see, what happened last week? Hippo, give us a recap of what happened last week.
Well, you see, we formed adventuring group, you see, and we all had these evil visions, and we went to this cave. It was full of the zombies, and we killed them all.
Fantastic. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Make me black.
There was also an orb of some sort.
Indeed.
I
threw a javelin in somebody's face.
Where's Lady?
Where are our character sheets?
Prince in the Apocalypse folder.
Lady!
I'm fucking logging in.
You slow scrub.
Forgot to do it, fuck off.
Hey, don't make me deploy the fiery rats.
No, not the rats!
Why not just
The
deploy more
fiery
fucking tiny little bastard hands?
What's wrong? You don't like hands?
No, Hans does not like hands.
Hans does not like hands.
Trouble saying hard D.
Okay. Oh, these fucks. Here we go. Alrighty then. Everybody logged in?
Logging in, but carry on. I'll be there in a moment.
I'll be there in a moment. Alright, so last week, after you guys finished clearing out the cavern, and you went to the living area, and I'm using air quotes here, with the tapestries on the walls, and the plinth built from a bunch of arms curling up to hold this orb that had an eye floating in it, that was watching you guys while you were doing stuff, until I think it was Letty decided to chuck a bunch of blood into it, if I remember correctly.
Yes, chaos signs everywhere.
Chaos signs everywhere, fantastic. You guys recovered some of your loot, and this is where we'll start this week. So, you gentlemen are in the cavern at the moment, having just finished your epic battle through skeleton warriors, tiny bastard hands, zombies, bad comedy zombies, and a bit of spellcasting, as well as having murdered this poor schmuck in his robes. Taking a moment to rest, those of you in the cave at the moment feel a vision come over you, almost like a waking dream. And you get the sense from it that you have made one tiny step closer to what is intended for you, for what plan is currently intended for you. But you're filled with a sense of approval at the moment. So,
Well-
Trash, you're outside the cavern. What are you doing?
Who am I? Who am I? What's been going on?
Oh, Jesus, he's Alzheimer's.
It's almost as if I haven't been here, but I've been here. I don't even understand. I look around and be like, well, that's a cavern. I may as well walk in there.
Okay, Trash is going into the cavern for the time being. Alright, rest of you guys, what are you doing?
Well, guys, that went pretty well. But I feel like we're gonna have to change this pedestal at some point. It's pretty creepy.
The pedestal... Wait, didn't it kind of stop doing things and I got a drift globe out of it?
Yeah, but the
Why
pedestal's
is-
still there.
Oh, well, the
And
eye
it's
above it,
full.
like, stopped existing.
Now it is just Tower of Arms.
Yeah, I think we should get rid of that.
Allow me. And I pour acid all over it.
Well, I can see how your problem solving is gonna go for the next couple of sessions.
Okay.
Cannot argue with the results.
I walk back over to the group.
Yeah, you see
Oh
an
my
elf
god!
that you haven't seen before. Busy pouring what appears to be vials of acid out over a pedestal made of severed arms that curl up to hold, well, nothing at the moment. It looks like there's a space for something in their hands. You see a large, very plain-looking human gentleman with some javelins, as well as a very flamboyantly dressed bard. Oh, lute, pants, shirt, and as well as probably the largest person you've ever seen in your life. What appears to be a Goliath, giantish man standing there, who has with him, you see some dagger, short sword, that kind of thing. It appears to be a entrepreneur of some kind.
Oh, you guys aren't the guys I was here last time with.
Oh my, what is this disgusting little hairy thing?
I think it's a dwarf.
Oh dear.
Duh. Everybody know there's no such thing as dwarfs.
Yes. But there are dwarves. For
It
chaos.
talks. What?
Wait, I thought you were in a coma. You're
Yes,
outside the cave.
there are also words that are true.
Oh, he stinks of the poo-poo.
Greetings,
Oh.
all. My name is Fernando Rodriguez. Who are you, may I ask?
Well, I did not kill your father, so I do not have to prepare to die.
Not yet, at least.
Well, for chaos.
Well, he's not here to look for his father. He's actually here looking for his brother. You might have seen him, right?
Sure,
You
maybe
didn't
I
happen
don't
to
know.
see my brother Miguel.
I'm not being racist, but all you people who aren't dwarves look alike, except for the elves, and those guys are jerks.
Yes, they are.
I think he is trying to speak, but I cannot decipher his barbarian language.
I don't know what's more off-putting, the fact that you're an elf, or the fact that you're a German elf.
What is he saying? Somebody
I
please
think
translate.
he's shitting on you. I think it's insulting you.
But how? How can he shit on me when I am up here and he's
I
down there?
don't think he knows that you elves consider themselves the master race.
Hey,
We don't consider it, darling. We are. It's
hey.
a fact.
hey, big guy.
Yes.
Can you say cookies nom nom for me really quick?
No.
Do it.
I don't know what a cookie is.
Say cookies nom nom.
No. Sounds
Okay.
creepy. I don't like your spells.
Do it for chaos.
No.
The chaos Lord demands it.
No.
Say cookies.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to say your weird spells.
It's only weird.
You're very wise,
what
Professor.
were you doing by this cave anyway, out of interest?
I had very bad stomach cramps.
Okay.
And
I
you
think
happen.
yeah, shit.
When you have stomach cramps, you go and lie in front of dangerous caves and sleep. Is
This
that
does not seem like a good idea.
This is the chaos
Maybe
way.
all this chaos is actually spawned from his shit.
That makes sense.
Well, that
Guys,
must be a pretty cool
guys.
computer.
What the hell is chaos?
I don't know, Professor. I keep saying this chaos. I don't know.
This eight-pointed star tattoo I have is itching when you say this.
When did you get the tattoo done?
I don't know. It's just appeared. Or maybe I was drunk. I don't remember. I get drunk a lot, so
Well, guys, we've cleared out this cave, but does anyone have a plan? I mean, I had these weird ass dreams, and there was that floating orby thing, but it disappeared.
I think we should wait for the floaty voice.
Yes.
What?
Let us sit and listen out for mysterious.
You can't just do everything the floaty voice tells you.
But
Oh,
why?
you hear the voices too?
The floaty voice wants you to come up with a plan.
No, I didn't hear the floaty voice say that.
Yes, it's because I can hear the floating voice in my head. It's telling me, make a plan.
So you people are crazy people.
Well, we didn't sit in front of a cave in a coma.
It makes a
Touche.
good point.
Touche.
Okay. So, what is your plan of action at the moment?
We should kill this dwarf.
I can hear you.
No,
You're
you,
speaking out
no,
words.
you can't.
I'm pretty sure I understand bad Elvis German.
I don't think you do.
Well, you guys can carry on arguing in a cave.
Well,
I'm gonna
what-
go back
what's-
to town and have a drink.
What can you do? What use are you?
I cast guidance. You can figure this out. I believe in you.
This is all you do?
I think I think it's some kind of cleric person that can actually buff us, or whatever that is. Wow, that guidance stuff is getting me ahead.
I do believe you're speaking in meta. I know this.
I didn't know what I was saying. I was guided by some.
Oh
I'm
no, the
understanding
heady
the force.
thing, he has put a hex upon you.
No, I think the spell is passed now.
Something has passed, for it smells very bad.
Yeah, that too. Sorry about that.
Oh no.
Indeed. I can help you. Powers of my gods can be of assistance?
Oh, well, actually, guys, here's a question. Does anyone know what this cave was about before we pitched up here? Like, I know it was full of crazy zombies and a weird crazy person, but other than that, did anyone know? Are there any stories about this cave? I'm not from the area, so
Neither am I. I am from New Elfington.
so you know nothing either. Okay, that's fine. Does anyone live around here?
Hey man, I've been in a coma for 3 weeks.
Yes, that's the thing. I want to go back to town and see if anyone actually knows what this cave was about.
Seems like a plan.
I'll follow this person,
Please, friend, call me Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Wow.
Well, I seem to have come back to my senses here. I may as well follow along.
Oh dear.
What were you doing here in the first place, anyway? Why you just collapse?
I think he said that visions like us.
Oh yes. These are things that happened while I was in a coma. I've also had these experiences as well.
These are things that may have been useful to disclose to us
Did.
at an earlier point, before we threatened your life.
Oh.
Well, we kind of threaten almost everybody.
I mean, you should be glad, man. That warrior over there wanted to kill you last week, but we stopped him.
I never said I want to do it. I said I was just thinking about it.
I think the words were, I'm going to go over there and slit his throat.
I said, should I? Was my word actually, and
I think it was more,
And we
I'm
should-
going to.
and we decided not to. So, yeah, you're okay, man. So it's okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Also,
How close is the nearest town, Griffy?
I hate to ask. This might seem personal, but does anybody else's anus sting a little?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You say
Make a
that.
perception check, Iron.
But I do know there's a lot of burrowing rodents in this area. That's what I've heard.
Right.
All right. So nearest town, it's probably about half a day or so's travel away from you guys. It is the town
Yeah.
of Red Larch, which you guys have been to before. Well, not you, but the dwarf has been to before.
Great. Well,
It's a crossroad town. It's got a fair amount of stuff in it. Nothing too crazy, but ye frontier town.
So, if you are cleric, people there, they must like you, yes?
They
They must all wait at the front gate and say, welcome home! Here, have some stuff! Yes?
You would think so, but I'm kind of a standoffish person by default, so
Ah, they don't like you because of the poo-poo pants.
I did that once. and they did not care for it.
Cleaned it up.
Okay, so you were saying about the village.
What was I saying about the village?
You were explaining the village. I've never been there.
Oh, well, if you guys want to travel there, you're certainly welcome to do so.
Well,
It's
I'm
a-
gonna do that until anyone else, unless anyone else has thoughts.
Oh, well,
No.
it's a simple village. Been there before, filled with simple people or simpletons.
Ah, you're from there then.
No. I want to call you Ponzi. Don't know why.
This is not my name though.
Yes, I know.
I've not even told you my name.
No. I guess I should tell you my names. I am Osric.
Osric. Okay, good to meet you, Osric. That
Very
over there
nice
is
to meet
Hans. I point to
Hans?
myself.
Is it
His
like?
friends call him Gruber,
Yes, I was going to say. He looks like a Gruber.
This is
which is
also
why we all
not
call him
my
Hans.
name.
Wow.
I show my hands to him. Oh, Hans, what are these?
They are your fingered appendages.
Yes. But what are these called?
I do not know what you dwarves call them.
Hans.
Probably shit shovelers. For shoveling all the poo-poo.
You know you're going to say it. I will laugh at you.
Wow.
Yes. So,
All right. So, I'm assuming the intrepid group of fast companions traveled to the town of Red Larch village.
yes.
Yes.
All right. The town itself, like I mentioned, is built on a crossroads. It's got 4 roads, forming the 2 main streets, the avenues, across each other. There are shrines, taverns, quite a few different things there. You have like the fine harness, which is a tanner where you can get, wild leathers and that kind of thing. You've got the boarding house, Mother Yolantha's. You've got a whole stack of different inns. You've got the Swinging Sword. You've got the Helmet High Sun. There are shrines to different deities. One of them called the All Faith Shrine. It's quite a few different places. You can see smithy. There's clothiers. There's butchers. Just about anything you could think of as in this town. There's like Ironhead Arms. Which is the sell swords and that kind of thing's mercenary work. There's Mandevir's Poultry. Chickens. All them delicious chickens they sell. There's Wagon Works. Lots of different things. What do you guys want to do in town?
Well, do you guys want your split of the loots?
What loot? There was loot?
The few bits that we picked up in the cave.
Nah,
Yes.
I'm good.
Material
my leg's
wealth
stone.
is very important to me.
What?
Give me the
give me-
money.
Well, I hand everyone who's interested in some loot, and please tell me who you are. 26 gold pieces. 26 silver pieces and 10 gold pieces each.
Hey, buddy.
No, you were asleep, my friend.
But I feel we were spiritually together in spirit.
No.
You can have some of this money in spirit then,
Ugh,
just not in physicality.
that seems sort of unfair, but I guess.
27 silver.
26 silver and 10 gold.
Maybe the professor and I should go to library and look up the cave. And any of the sinister symbols we saw.
That could be a good idea. I can go ask around the tavern, see if anyone if there's any stories.
Right, who's the professor?
And why you're a geologist, yes?
Ah, of course, yes.
Say cookies.
It doesn't have a library as such, but I mean, you guys are welcome to try and see if you can get access to any of the priest's local records or anything like that.
Well, I think you guys can do that then. It's a good idea. And I'll go and ask around the as I said, the taverns and stuff like that. I'll just talk to townsfolk.
I'll go with you. They love me here.
I'm sure.
Okay. So, who wants to do what first? We've got taverns and we've got bookish people. Who wants to go first?
I don't mind going first.
We can go.
All right. Is there any particular inn you guys want to hit up, or?
I just want to look for what looks like the biggest or the main inn, you know.
Oh, that's not a problem at all.
I like the sound of his voice.
Why would you say this?
His tone of ethereal voice. Very off-putting.
Alright, it's not really a problem. You look around, there's obviously a whole stack of different inns. And at this time of day, most of them are filled with people catching some afternoon meals, that kind of thing. But you immediately head for the Swinging Sword Inn. It's a stone structure. It's about 3 stories tall. It's got a nice, steep slate roof that has lots of chimneys. And you can see a signboard juts out over the door hanging from those chains. And it's like a 10-foot long carved wooden scimitar emblazoned with the inn's name in red paint on both sides. Okay. And you can see there's an inn yard with stables and outbuildings and so on behind the shape of the inn itself. The inn itself, by the standards of the area, looks to be quite luxurious from the outside. Judging by the number of chimneys sticking out from the top, you can tell that it has many hearths or fireplaces, probably one in every room. And the draperies and things that you can see through the window panes in front appear to be thick and warm-looking.
Okay.
So you guys head on inside, and you can see inside is very neat. This is not the fanciest high life. Every noble for thousands of miles around is going to come and hang out here, but this is by the standards of this little frontier town, a very luxurious inn.
Yes.
And you can see the inside has got numerous servers going about, serving people at many tables. You can see there's a big old fireplace at one side. There's a big old open pit in the middle with a fire going, and you can see multiple pots of stew and haunches of meat and things like that set up around it that are being cooked. And it just seems to be very, very busy.
Okay.
As you step inside, you see a large woman, very ample bosom, red hair, turn at the sight of you two entering, and goes, "Oh, it's you again.
Hey.
Didn't think we'd see you here after last time."
Hey, I don't know why you had that impression.
Well, you did insult our beer, and yeah.
To be fair, I just said it wasn't the best I ever had. I didn't say it was bad.
Yes. And who's your friend? She looks over at you, Rodriguez.
Oh, please excuse me, ma'am. I've really recently met this gentleman. I didn't realize he was such a cad. I am Fernando Rodriguez, and I bow quite deeply. I'm a traveling bard, and I was wondering if I may try to sing for some lunch.
Oh, well, we haven't had a bard through here in some time, with the roads being what they are. Well, tell you what, you're welcome to take up a seat there by the fire, and let us judge your music, and then we'll see where it goes. If you do well, and the patrons enjoy your singing, then I'm sure we can organize some room aboard for you.
That seems completely fair. I turn to Orlik. Try while I make everyone a bit more cheerful. Try to ask some questions and don't piss anyone off.
I don't even know what you mean by that. They love me here.
Yes, I can see. And then I head to the hearth. I mean, to the fireplace, and I start setting up.
All right. You can see as you start setting up, there's a lot of people at the tables are kind of looking around, and you can hear the murmur kind of lower a bit in the room, quiet down as people are now like eagerly waiting to see what's going to be happening here, like what kind of entertainment they'll be getting.
Yep. Well, I'm going to start off with my number one hit single, "Don't Break My Heart," on the lute.
Okay, make a performance check.
Is that a fat loot?
It's probably just a regular lute.
18.
18. All right. Yeah, music goes out over the crowd. You can see a lot of people are now kind of like nodding along while they're eating. A lot of the conversations have stopped, and people are just watching and listening to what you're doing at the moment. Trash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna roll to see if I like the music
Okay.
because randomness is fun. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll do 50-50. 11 through 20 is I like it. 0 through 10 is I don't. I guess 1 through 10. I like it.
Okay.
I start schmoozing around. I go to the table next to me and greet the patrons there with my biggest shit-eating grin.
You see
Hi.
3 men sitting there, look like working men, all of them wearing kind of smocks, dirty, just eating some food before heading out again. And they glance down at you as you come up to them while they're listening to the music. All right.
Hey, fellow travelers, how are you?
So okay, I suppose. Is there any particular reason why you're bothering us while we're trying to listen to the music?
I'm remarking on this surprisingly adequately okay music. That guy has some talent.
They all like glance at each other like, the fuck?
Say, I'm not from around here, but I'm looking for some information about strange goings-on in the area. And I walk to get in between them and the bard so that they have to focus on me.
Make a persuasion check.
I have a -2 to persuasion.
Wow.
So that's 10. I have a charisma of 7, so I'm just going to be kind of a dumbass. It's going to be great.
Look, we're trying to listen to the music. Why don't you go and bother somebody else while we're a bit busy at the moment?
Oh, come on, guys. Just take me a minute to get what I'm looking for.
Are you deaf, or are you just being an asshole?
Okay, I could see that maybe trying to do more than one thing at a time might be a bit limiting for you, so I'll just move along. You guys enjoy this wonderfully adequate music.
They're all just kind of like, the fuck? Who is this guy? Like, what is he doing at our table? Why is he talking to us? What have we done to deserve this? They're like just gonna ignore you.
I get up and walk away. Well, that went very well. I walk over to the next table. Hi!
You see a man and a woman sitting at this table. Both look to be fairly well dressed. You can see that they are dressed in traveling garb, but are conspicuously missing any like mud spatters or dust, anything like that.
Hey, you guys look like wayfarers. People who enjoy looking like wayfarers when in fact all they do is nothing. Nice to meet you.
roll persuasion. Oh, roll a fucking what? Charm, I guess. What the hell would this even be?
No idea.
Roll a investigation check me with disadvantage.
So that is a 10. That is a 10.
They look at you a little bit weird, like, What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Probably over your head. I'm just trying to get some information about the local area from a fellow traveler.
Oh, we're just passing through. I don't really know much about the area. You're quite abrupt.
Oh, hey, no time like the present. My gods believe in expediency over everything. I'm a cleric. That's why you think so highly of me. I can see it in your eyes.
Sure. Listen, we just want to finish our meal, and then we'll be on our way. You're probably better off asking one of the locals.
Hey, where are you guys headed? We might be going the same way.
We're heading up to Waterkeep.
Waterkeep? Wow. That sounds like a great place. What do you do up there? Do you guys, like, also just wear clothes and not get dirty? Or, you know, maybe other things? You seem somewhat important.
We need to take it easy before the people in the village start throwing rocks at us.
Okay,
No,
listen.
it won't be us. It'll just be Oleg. It's fine.
Listen, I don't know who let you off your leash, but if you would leave us alone, that would be fantastic. We're just trying to enjoy our meal before we're on our way.
Oh, sure. Fine. I understand, you know, simpletons and their limited abilities. I'm just going to go step away.
And with that, the music behind you comes to an end.
Ooh,
As
okay.
your compatriot finishes his first song.
Wow,
Yeah.
he was great, wasn't he? You
What is
guys
your
enjoyed
recollection of that?
I'll try and play another song.
Okay, make another performance check for me.
Ooh, 20.
This time, what are you playing?
This time I'm playing that hit single. What's it? Twist Again.
Okay, so you're playing that. All right, cutting to the other people in our party who are not busy agitating the people of the village. What are you doing here, Hans?
We are going to the priesty place.
Alrighty, so you're heading to the Shrine of All Faith.
Yes.
All right. You head down a long road, which is just south of the inn stable yard, where you see what looks like a grand stone mansion. And it's got two wide wooden doors painted with symbols of a lot of gods that are standing open at the moment. And peering inside, you can see a plain chapel with a stone altar. The All Faith Shrine is a wayside shrine used by a lot of different faiths, and it isn't owned by anybody in particular. And it normally has a pair of priests from two different faiths assigned to it at any given time. So going inside, like I said, you see it's very simple, stone altar, and you see a woman standing there, long dark hair, and she appears to just be going around the shrine cleaning up. It looks like they've just finished one of their afternoon sessions, and she's just going through the little benches, cleaning up and wiping down the altar and that kind of thing. Just doing some basic maintenance.
Okay, Professor, just
Yes.
let me do the talking.
Okay.
You're not very good at being quiet.
Are you sure?
Ah,
you-
much better.
As you say that, she like looks at you guys
Oh, hello.
kind of quizzically. Hi, we don't have anything to steal.
Oh, this is fine. We are not here for the stealing. We're here for, except for maybe stealing some information.
Make a charm check for me, a persuasion check. Oh, Jeebus.
Nat 20.
Amazing.
Wow.
You're stealing
She's
all
all
the
taken
information.
aback by your creepy ass elf accent.
It's so like, you know, delightfully quaint.
But she's
She
always
can't
had a
help
thing
herself.
for creepy Oompa Loompas, so she's like, oh yeah.
She just can't help herself now.
She's like, oh, well, certainly, the shrine is open to all. How can I help you, you gentlemen? And she like kind of looks up at you as you squeeze yourself through the door.
Well, you see, my colleague and I, we are scientists. He is a geologist. We are looking for information about caves.
Well, there's certainly a lot of them in the area. Mountainside, and some say even under the village is positively riddled with them. Is there anything in particular I can help you with? What are you gentlemen looking for?
We heard the rumors about a terrible cave, and I try and describe the cave and whereabouts it is.
Wasn't
You
there
mean the
something
one you guys came
nearby the
from?
cave?
Yes.
Lance Rock. Oh, you mean
That
Lance Rock? Yes, it's quite a famous place. Although I heard recently it's been occupied by some strange fellow. A lot of people been going missing. We'll probably have to send in the guard fairly soon to try and find out what's going on.
Do you have any books about it?
Well, we have a small, I wouldn't even call it a library, but we have a few books at the back that I've collected here over the years, brought from Waterdeep by colleagues and I. You're welcome to have a look through them, although I'd have to ask you to please leave them here. Really all we have to keep ourselves entertained here in the winter.
Of course, we will just have a read.
Sure. All right. Well, just come with me. She leads you to the back around the back of the altar. And there's a little wood-paneled room, very basic. You see, there's two leather chairs there, with thick cushions, look very comfortable, as well as a small wooden desk with a more traditional little straight-back chair behind that, and a shelf with about three small shelves of books, most of them leather-bound. And stamped with priestly symbols. You see a lot of scripture, poetry, that kind of stuff, as well as some more historical titles and things that you haven't heard from before. All right, well, I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything else you'd like to know or I can help you with, then you're welcome to come and call me. I'm at the front, waiting to see if any petitioners come in.
Thank you very much. Now me and the professor will get to work. Cue
Alright.
reading montage.
Okay, reading montage. I'd like for you to make investigation checks for me, the both of you.
Can I even read?
Yeah!
As far as I know.
I got a 1.
I'm not very good at it though.
Good man. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you guys start plowing into the information available here at this little library, and my god, scripture is so boring. It doesn't take you very long before both of you are just like, yeah, no.
Professor, I'm bored. Why did we come here in the first place? I've forgotten.
I don't remember. Well, wait, information?
About what were we doing?
A rock? Wait, was it those rock formations mineral deposits we found?
Ah, yes, the mineral deposits.
Alright, you guys spend your time looking for mineral deposits. Unfortunately, coming up empty-handed. Hi, what are you doing?
I'm just wandering around here, thinking about these voices in my head.
Just, it's thinking about chaos.
Yes.
Sounds like heresy. Alright. It takes some time, but yeah, Hippo, you guys unfortunately don't find anything. Trashy, for some reason, townspeople are just very standoffish. Nobody wants to talk to you. After an hour or so of entertaining the Tavern Rodriguez, you are treated to a delicious meal. Lots of beer, thick bread, freshly made, lots of meat. It is pretty decent. But as your meal's brought to you, the lady bends over and whispers in your ear, I wouldn't mind if you come to play again, but next time maybe don't bring him with you.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was going to be this bad. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the lunch. Do you mind if I ask you a quick question?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I've heard while I was traveling here about this cave, something rock. People have been going missing nearby. It seems to be full of monsters or something. Do you know anything about that? Yes, that's the one.
Oh, yeah. The dwarf was here with some of his companions asking about it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually, come to think of it, it's a bit strange that he's here with new companions now.
Right,
Don't
that
know
is
anything about it.
I see them talking and I wave, smile at them. Hi.
You're right. That is pretty suspicious, actually. Now that I think about it.
If I was you, I'd make sure I keep a sword handy just in case.
Let's just say I'm gonna lock my door before I go to bed.
It's not a bad idea.
But so do you know anything about that rock? I've never heard of it. I've only traveling through here, so I'm just a bit. I want to make sure I don't travel in the wrong direction and go missing.
Well, there's a self-styled Lord of Lance Rock. As far as we know, somebody's been putting up some strange signs, and people have been reporting strange sounds and figures lurching about there in the evenings. And yes, there have been people going missing. We don't know if it's related to that or if it's something unrelated. I know a group of town guards set out to the north of Lance Rock recently. There were word that there were some kind of slavers up that side, and they were going to go look into matters and, if need be, run them out or bring him in back in chains of their own.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, thanks for the information, and thanks for this delicious-looking lunch.
Enjoy. If you want a room, just go speak to anybody in here. We're all family, really, so any of us will be able to sort you out.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, dwarf, try and, probably be best if the two of you go your own separate ways.
I kind of pat her on the arm. It's like, I understand. Yeah.
All right. She nods at you, Trash, and walks over to the back of the
Hi.
counter. Hi.
Yeah, I want to thank you again for all your hospitality. And I understand it's the best that you could do, but it was so adequate.
She smiles at you, but it's like a brittle smile.
See, I told you she loves me. Let's go.
She just hurries up out of the room.
I tell you what, you go look for the other guys. I'm just gonna finish my lunch here, and then I'll catch up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, go, you go.
Well, I understand that you're kinda of an okay music player, but I don't know you that well, so you might be kind of dumb.
No, I realize, and I mean, I thought you were an okay dwarf, but now I know you're an idiot, so it's all good. It's all good.
An idiot? Oh, I see. You're just being funny. Yes. You're barely adequate. So, okay. Well, I will take off and just go and find some smart people here. It's been really rough in this tavern. A lot of real simpletons who really don't know much about what's going on.
No, I understand. You just go on. Yeah, probably for the best.
Okay. All right. Well, don't make too much money. Oh, you didn't. But yeah, good luck. We'll see you soon.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. All right. Trash, you leave the tavern, coming across the form of Krofler, who's just kind of wandering around, vacant look on his face.
Kind of maybe a little bit drool.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
More drool.
I don't know, man. These voices are kind of hurting my head.
Well, I imagine that it's an echo chamber in there, so it's probably just as painful for them.
I grab him and I pat him very hard on the head.
You could certainly
You
try and
think
make it
so?
an armed attack.
No, it isn't like an attack. It's more like a friendly gesture.
Hey, buddy. I don't go that way, and quite frankly, you're sort of hideous, but I guess I appreciate the consideration.
I don't know.
Please don't touch my head.
You're alone in the woods. Sometimes dwarves just gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
And let
no.
him go. Nah. I'm not in the woods. I'm not going to the tavern.
Okay. I'm actually busy finishing your meal when you see the form of Croffler walk in.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna carry on eating.
Okay. Hippo, what are you guys doing?
With these bugs, I've made a small fort out of them. I'm so bored.
Maybe we should just. I'm sorry. Maybe we should go and find the rest of these assholes.
Nah. As
Also
always,
put them
I
on
value
track.
your input, Professor.
Alright. So you guys leave, I'm assuming.
I dismantle my book fort.
Book fort. Mournfully. It was a pretty cool fort. Alright. You guys dismantle your fort. As you leave, the priestess is like, so did you find anything?
No. No.
Oh well, that's a pity. Well, I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Maybe one day I will remember why we came here anyway.
Oh dear. Well, tell you what. When you do come by again, I'll let you guys in the back and you can check up on what you're looking for.
Ah, thank you so very much.
She kind of like half waves, half shoos you out of the church.
Goodbye.
Bye. Very strange people. Alright, so you guys head for the tavern. I'm assuming. To meet up with your other compatriots. The tavern itself now starting to empty out, most people having caught their afternoon meal. Not a whole lot going on anymore.
When I see the other guys walk in, I kind of wave them to over to the table while eating my lunch.
Okay.
Guys, did you have any luck?
No.
Go to the bar and order a bottle of strong stuff.
Alright. That'll be a gold piece.
I look at the lady.
She looks you square in the eye.
It's better be like the best bottle I've ever drunk for that price.
Well, you can either pay and try it out and let me know, or you can bugger off. It's really your choice.
I open it up, take a sniff, and just.
Gold first.
I was only taking a sniff. If I'm gonna pay for it, I'm at least gonna smell it.
Gold first. She slides the bottle back over to her side of the counter.
Well, if you're gonna be like that, I just give her the bottle and go back to the table.
Okay.
Really ingratiating ourselves with the populace.
Have you guys spoken to the dwarf at all? That man is a dick.
I've been trying to avoid him. He smells very bad.
What's a dwarf?
That small, hairy,
A
disgusting thing.
short person.
Oh,
The one
that
who
guy.
smells the poo-poo.
So did you guys
What are
find
you
anything?
doing?
I asked people about this cave, and there's stories of the crazy person, but there's no actual stories about the cave much at all. As expected, no one wanted to go near it because people kept on disappearing. Did you guys have any luck at the temple?
We found nothing.
Oh dear.
We read a cool book for it though.
We did.
That does sound very impressive.
I found one book about how work will set you free. I put that over the gate of the fort as a welcoming sign.
It sounds good. Not as useful, but still a productive afternoon.
It was.
Learned much. A fortress artifact. Yes. Words.
Are there any other? Can you tell us? Are there any other cities in the area, Griffey, that it may be worth investigating to find out more about this?
Cities, not so much. This is kind of the last stop of civilization for quite some time. But around here, there are a stack of different valleys and valley sites. There are some tribes, the Uthgark barbarian tribes who travel around the area. And there are also a few other things like keeps, for example, and fortresses and the like that dot the landscape. Some of them still manned and some of them unmanned. But, it's mostly forests, valleys, that kind of thing. This is, like I say, this is a crossroads town and the last one for quite a few 100 miles in every direction.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, let me rephrase that. Do we know of anything like a keep or a tribe where there's a scholarly person? Maybe someone who's interested in the local history or just investigates here, or something like that. A wizard, perhaps, or just a scholar person thing.
Let's have a look here at
just someone who might know any legends or anything, like, well, there's stories of mystical floating eyeballs.
The stories of mystical floating eyeballs. The only person who might know something like that would be one of the, I don't want to say nobility, really.
Sorry, AFK, 2 minutes.
Not necessarily the nobility as such, but the town elders, if you want to call them that. So the original founders' descendants still live in the town itself, and pretty much just gonna be like your burgomaster and that kind of thing.
Okay, that's still.
They might know more about the town as such, or about the history of the town and the surrounding area. But most of the other people here, that have come here over the last couple of generations, they don't necessarily know anything out of the ordinary. They're mostly concerned with farming and
no, understandable.
That kind of stuff.
It's like, okay, guys. Well, we haven't had much luck so far, but it could be that the town elders know one or two things about that cave or about the local area. If there was anything historically suspicious about this place, maybe worth talking to them. Unless you guys have a better idea.
I mean, we didn't really look around the cave very much. We just
there wasn't much.
Kicked over the arms and then left.
Oh yeah, maybe that's a lead. And I pull out the drift. What the fuck was it called? Driftstone, drift globe. Maybe this will lead us to something. I already said I pulled it out.
But I'm assuming we did search the cave afterwards, didn't we? Because we found all the loot and stuff.
You checked the variables and so on, yeah.
Okay. Thinking back, did we see any books? I mean, I don't remember there being any bookshelves or things like that.
You do recall there were some books stacked up behind the tapestries in like the little alcoves that the guy was using for storage.
We can make another fort.
Okay, well maybe we need to go back and look at those books, guys.
If they're still there.
Unless, well, I mean, no. Well, who would have gone and picked them up?
I wander back into the inn.
No, guys, he's coming back. Shush, don't talk about them.
See them and I wave. Hi!
Hello, little dwarf man.
And I walk over.
Oh no.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hi, Osric.
We're okay.
Dwarf, do you know anything of this thing? And I point at the drift globe in my hand.
Let me see. I will see if I can use my insight to see if I understand what it is.
That would be more of an Arcana check.
I can do that.
Ah, I see where your having trouble is. That's what we call a sphere. It's round all the way around.
The hell's the swear? What?
No
You
big words.
using your magic on me again? I'll punch you if you do that.
Don't think I've done that yet.
You're trying to make me say some weird runes and shit.
I cast guidance. I believe in your limited ability to do things.
Okay? The globe thing.
Can I try and figure out what the globe is?
Sure, do an Arcana check.
Hey, Elf. You look kind of dumb. I believe in you.
12.
12. You're not really sure.
This is definitely a ball.
Even I will pick it up and look at the random globe thing.
Sure, why not?
Oh, by the way, I made these kick-ass goggles for we were in
11.
the fort. I put on my new
11.
goggles of night.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. No idea what this is. It's weird.
You know,
Well,
I have seen magic before on account of my many adventures, and I'm smarter than all of you. So let me have a look at this thing.
You seem awfully weedy for a dwarf. I think we may have adventured more than you already.
That's a straight roll for me, so 15.
Alright, you don't actually have Arcana as a skill. So it's more like an 8.
Oh, okay. It's an 8.
You have no idea.
Well, it's beyond me. So good luck on any of you guys understanding it. Am I right?
okay,
Alright.
guys. Well, I think we probably need to head back to the cave because I don't know if we explored it properly.
Well,
Okay.
it's quite late in the afternoon, so you gentlemen, I'm assuming you're going to stay the evening and then travel.
Yes, I'm gonna
Early
head off
morning.
to the lady and ask her for if she's got a little room tucked away somewhere with a lockable door.
Well, she sees you come over. Well, we've got quite a few different rooms available. We've got the what would we call it? We've got a open area with a whole lot of different beds in it. If you all want to, communally stay in one area. It's in the top floor.
no, ma'am. I'm not worried about them. It's the dwarf. I want to be somewhere I can lock the door.
I too would like a single room without the dwarf.
Guys, I'm standing right here.
He thinks he's a person.
He also eavesdrops.
It's very, very nosy.
All right.
I just like to know what's going on.
For 3 silver pieces each, I can set you all up with a room for the evening.
Oh, you're wonderful, ma'am.
Anything to get away from Bobo Dwarf.
I give her my 3 silver pieces.
Okay, who's all staying the night? All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you all get keys. She collects your money. Includes a meal in the evening and a meal in the morning from the communal hall. Is there anything you gentlemen would like to do before we go to the next day?
Test out my new goggles.
Like, holy shit, they're so dark vision-y.
I have dark vision of 120 feet.
You're
I
just
actually-
like looking out.
Is there a jeweler in this village?
Jeweler, not so much. There's a
Okay.
clothier and a blacksmith.
No, that's fine then. Don't worry.
One who keeps some jewelry and the other one who might be able to do some finer work for you.
No, it's cool. I'll wait then. There's no rush.
Okay.
Not enough profit in that.
Alright, so night passes, you all have a lovely meal. Most of you sleep with your doors locked to avoid dwarves and also possibly rape from the human. In the course of the evening, you are once more assailed by strange visions while you try and get your restful repose. And in this vision, you can see gangs of dwarves chained together, smoothing down walls, smoothing floors, tunneling out new rooms, building what looks to be a guard station, and generally enlarging what appears to be Lance Rock. It, and they appear to be supervised. They appear to be guarded by what look to be goblins. Night passes, then you wake refreshed.
While I'm eating breakfast, I just lean over to Hans and I'm like, "Did you guys have any more weird dreams last night?"
I had a wonderful dream. There's so many dwarfs in chains.
The goblins, man, the goblins.
Oh, forget the goblins. The suffering on those dwarven faces.
Maybe the goblins were working for some other master race.
I also had a dream. Thanks for asking me too.
No, sorry, who are you?
Yes.
I don't recognize you.
Yes, I'm Osric. You must be dumb.
Do you have any feedback on the dreams?
Well, we seem to have had the same dream of very many and manly dwarves. You can't really tell. We all have beards.
Yes, I
Came
know.
together.
Yours is especially scant though, which is unfortunate for you.
Does he even have a beard? It's hard to look upon his face for too long.
Yes, I do have a beard.
It's very thin though and quite wispy.
Hold on, let me use my goggles. I zoom in with my goggles. Yes, I see the hairs.
Wow.
All two of them.
They exist, so it counts as a beard. So it seems like they were making a bigger cavern out of a cavern that already exists. That's when you take things away. Do you guys understand how bigger works?
I'm sorry, which cavern are you talking about?
No idea. I just got here.
Ah, yes, okay. For it's the cavern that you were in a coma outside of, you see. For we have been inside and killed many bad things. You are the sleepy man. You did not go in.
And also, it feels like I've been in there more than once, more than one life or something weird.
You are a human.
Are you high?
Well, what kind of question is that when am I not high?
He's always high.
How can he high? He's not even above us.
Well, I suppose we need to
Yeah, I
start
take a
early,
good
guys.
puff and blow in the Goliath's face.
Professor, as the resident geologist, what do you say about this activity?
Well, they look to be making it more livable. Yes,
Ah, of course.
and more guarded. Maybe like maybe they're making it like Bookfort.
Ah, another book fort. Glorious. We should head out and claim our book fort.
Oh, dwarves are known for their high technology in making things, and I suppose you could also make it out of books if you want it to be bad.
I'm sorry, but I've yet to see you make anything apart from the poo-poo and bad conversation.
Oh, I see. Oh, I was not smart enough to understand how great my words are.
Ah, yes, you speak many words. You make the great words. You make dwarven words great again, yes?
This is
Yeah.
not how we're supposed to do it. When we bicker like this, the cause is not going as it should.
What? There's a cause?
We have
What's
a cause.
The greater cause. The dream.
If
need
we're
to
going to
go
be staying
there.
at that cave more long term, we might want a few supplies.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna make that
Oh.
cave our own.
Also, it's been giving them problems, and we might want to see if maybe there's a reward for clearing the cave out.
That's a good idea. We need some monies for supplies.
Wow, you are smart for a human. That's a great idea.
Thank you. Someone has got to have them.
Indeed. The rest of these guys are kind of slow. You know what I mean?
Yes. The
I'm
rest
in
of
fact
you-
not slow. I am way faster than you are. Fucking want to race me, bitch?
I mean, look at that Goliath. Nothing goes over his head. If it did, he would catch it, for his reflexes are excellent.
Yes,
He speaks the truth.
he seems rather literal, thereby somewhat simple. But I can appreciate the eloquence of his simplicity.
He has PhD. I do not see professor in front of your name.
I am a cleric. I didn't go to cleric school to not be called cleric. Thank you.
Ah, you are second-rate doctor, I see.
Or first-rate cleric. It depends on how you want to look at it.
In hierarchy of academia, I think cleric quite far down, you see.
That's a common misconception by simpletons. But I see where you're coming from.
And when I think of cleric, I think of clerical duties such as filling out forms, working at the reception desk. Yes, this is what you do.
These are all things I can do because I am intelligent. Mainly, I save people.
From what, tax returns?
That, in addition to, if we ever find ourselves in a fight, I'll be able to make sure you don't die. As you all, I assume, are incompetent.
Ah, I do this as well. This is why you see all of my friends here. They are still alive. Did you not go to a cave with other people? Maybe. What happened to them?
I was in a coma at the time, so I assume they all lived happily after and just left because I was in a coma.
What did they look like? Maybe.
I don't know. They weren't dwarves, so I imagine they looked sort of ugly.
Maybe there was one in very fetching Hawaiian shirt, yes?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yes,
he
was dead.
I'm not surprised. Like I said, simpletons.
While they're bickering, Griffey, I'm just gonna slowly slide out of the tavern.
Like a snake.
Yes.
Okay. You slide out of the tavern while everybody's having breakfast. What are you looking for?
I want to go past the local. Is there a sheriff around here? A constable? A guard?
It's like a constabulary / sheriff / town guard / army.
Yes.
They're so small, they don't really have,
The militia. Yeah, I just want to find the militia.
Can I run and catch up with him?
Oh, okay.
I want to catch up with him stealthily because I saw him being stealthy.
Sure, roll a stealth check.
That is a 16.
16. Wow, it's actually higher than most of your passive perception. You guys are still eating breakfast, Osric and Krofler. You look back and the fucking Goliath is just gone. Like, you don't know how something that large is gone, but it's just not there anymore.
Wow.
It's disappeared.
For somebody who's so large, lumbering, and incompetent, he seemed to be able to move very fast. That's impressive.
All right. Rodriguez, your Hans and the silent form of you are joining you on your little expedition.
Maybe we shouldn't tell anyone that the cave is now safe. We might invite unwelcome guests, maybe.
More unwelcome than zombies?
Well, if we wish to use cave as home, and we are being the evil, we don't want the townspeople to know that there is no more zombies.
Potentially that's correct, but I mean, if we want to live there, we're probably going to want to move stuff there, and I'm pretty sure people are going to start noticing.
Well, maybe we just get a cart and take it ourselves.
While you guys are talking, you pitch up in front of the local constabulary. A flat stone square building, very unimaginative. You can see at the rear of it the tiny windows with bars in front of them, which appear to be a few cells. They don't really have like a cell block or a prison or anything like that. It looks like they just have a few small cells to keep people in. until they're either released, drunks from the evening rowdiness and that kind of thing, or maybe the occasional bandit highway bandit that they may catch before they face the Lord's justice. Other than that, road is fairly busy. A lot of people going in, going out, heading into farms and surrounding countryside, going hunting, wagons passing through, that kind of thing.
I just want to slide. Is there a man? Is there a desk? Is there a man at a desk? Is there?
Well, you're outside at the moment. You haven't headed inside yet because you and Hans are still chatting.
Don't worry. I just want to ask them a question. And I walk into. I just want to like stroll in.
There's a gentleman in the front office, if you want to call it that. Appears to be wearing chainmail. Looks like he got hit in the head with a branch at some point. Got a big old purplish yellow bruise running down the right side of his face. Scraggly beard. And he's just got these enormous fucking hands, just like huge stone crushers. And he's daintily holding a quill, trying to fill out or write down something on a sheet of parchment in front of him. And he looks up at you lots as you walk in, and you can see him actually put the quill down with kind of like a, like, thank fuck, something to put off trying to write with this thing, kind of expression. Well, lads, you don't seem to be from around these parts. How can I help you?
Just a quick question. Me and my friends are passing through, kind of, and while we're in the neighborhood, I just wanted to find out if there's any, are there any local bounties out that we should maybe keep our eyes open for? No promises, but
adventurers.
Sorry?
You mercenaries or adventurers?
More like freelance adventurers.
Oh, haven't had any of you lot pass through here in some time. There's a couple of jobs out at the moment. We got some banditmen that have been ambushing our caravans going to the north. That have been giving us some trouble. There's some crazy bastard out near Lance Rock that's been putting up signs about the plague, causing all manner of confusion and hysteria. Plague's bad business this time of year. Other than that, a bunch of the lads we sent out this morning to go deal with I don't know if they're orcs or if they're goblins, but we've been hearing that there have been some raids by one of these tribes, and they've been taking people captive. That we sent some men out to go and deal with as well. Haven't heard back from them in some time though. We might have to mount a second expedition. Might have to go rescue these poor bastards if they got caught.
Okay.
Other than that, not really a whole bunch out. The area is pretty peaceful. I haven't had much run-in with barbarians recently. The knights have re-established their keep. They seem to be rebuilding up on the hill, so that's been staving off a whole bunch of trouble.
Sounds pretty good. And out of interest, I mean, we're adventurers, you understand, and we got to make ends meet. How much are these bounties worth on average? Maybe, kind of.
Well, banditmen, if you can bring them in alive, you're looking at 100 gold. Bring me their heads, you're looking at 50. Cave, I mean, we don't rightly know what's going on at the cave, so we'd have to send somebody to investigate, and honestly, we just haven't had any more people to send up there with the talent for that sort of thing. Depending on what it is, you're looking at between 10 and 50 gold. Of course, if you can help out our men, or even just bring some word about what's happening to them, we say to deal with these goblins, that'll be worth about 100 gold. And if you can bring us the heads of these creatures, well, we can pay you by the year.
Okay, well, thank you, my good man. I just wanted to check that. At least now we know.
No problem. Well, let me know if, keep the peace. Try not to be too rowdy.
That's the plan. And
Excellent.
I start sauntering up.
You see him like scowl at the quill again and pick it up like, fuck it, let's try this shit again.
Okay, well, at least now we know if we need any money. There's a few things we can do, potentially. Maybe we should go get some supplies now.
What's a knight?
A knight is a man who wears lots of metal.
Why is it called a knight then?
Sorry?
This is confusing to me.
Because
Why is
you
the
see,
dark time called a night, and this guy's also called a night?
they're these very big helmets inside it, very dark, like nighttime.
Oh, wait. How do they fight if they can't see?
Oh no, they have tiny holes for seeing.
Oh,
don't
wait,
see
why do
very
they use
well.
metal that's so heavy?
Because it stops them being stabbed in the back by things.
But that's the fun part.
Yeah, not for them, man.
Fucking weak.
What can we say?
You're in the dwarf. What are you guys doing?
My head is still hurting after those voices. And I'm just waiting for a chance to take up my sword and smash somebody with it.
His face
Okay,
is
well-
currently in porridge.
Most of the barmaids and, cleaners and things maintain the inn. Unfortunately, aren't really giving you much cause for smashing.
Yep. That's
You
why
know,
I'm keeping
Crowfoot.
it together. Gotta show the leg, girls.
You know, Grover, I think it was fate that brought you and me together. Me just waking up outside of that cave with, from my coma, you all just being right there. I think this was supposed to happen.
I look at him and
You know, when people speak to you, you should speak back. Otherwise, they'll think you're simple.
sorry, phone call here.
Are simple.
I'm gonna go and see about buying some supplies.
All right. Well, there's general goods stores, blacksmiths, all sorts of shit. What are you
I mean,
guys looking to buy?
For now, I think just a couple of beds, maybe a bit of canvas we can put in front of the cave door to stop anything getting in. I don't think we have to go too crazy just yet. Maybe, unless anyone has plans. I was just thinking food. We can set up in the cave then and be fine for a few days.
All right.
Unless anyone wants anything specific, guys.
Everybody's dead.
I take the lack of protest as total consent. So yes, that's.
I'll walk into the store that Rodriguez happens to go into, as if on magical, like I knew where he was.
All right.
Hey, Rodriguez!
Hey, Osric.
What are you doing, buddy? Buying some stuff?
I'm just getting some supplies for the team.
Oh, that's
Sorry, I'm back.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you want some supplies, you should get some as well.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing on account of, gotta make sure we all don't die.
Oh
Good
yes, no,
job.
absolutely. So I mean, as I said, I'm gonna get some for the team, and I mean, if you want some food or bedding, feel free to grab some.
Ah, I think that I'm part of the team. I think we're in this together.
I don't know, man. I don't think. I thought you were just tagging along. I mean, you're like aren't you more like a groupie?
I could see why you would think that on account of you think you're successful at what you do. I think I'm an equal partner in this.
I look at Hans. Do you think did we vote? Did I miss something?
As I walk in, just reading a piece of paper. So you have 4 beds, 4 pillows, 4 backpacks for us, yes.
That's what I was ordering.
For me, for you, for Professor Mungus, and for Croffler, yes. Oh, Dolph,
That was
hello.
my plan.
You're still here, yes.
Oh, Hans, hi. See, you don't know how to do math. See, you need to have 5 because you forgot about me.
I'm sorry, what?
I am part of this team as much as anybody. 8s have demanded that I join you.
Did I miss a memo? I don't think I did.
I was wondering the same thing.
Is.
What's a memo?
There's a piece of paper with information on.
Oh.
Like a letter, you see, but smaller.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can see why this is hard for you to understand because, an elf. But I feel that we were brought together by fate, that with my help and guidance, you all will not be incompetent, and you'll have a chance to succeed at whatever we're here to do.
So, Griffey, while Osric is going on, I'm like, General Goods guy, can we have 4, really nice sleeping mats, and then a 5th, just a I don't know, any burlap sack full with rocks as a pillow, I mean, let's not go crazy.
Oh
yeah. You easily get the supplies you guys are looking for. It costs you about 5 gold pieces all told.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
take
get
that out of
bedding.
team stash, but Osric's bed is notorious, is notably more threadbare and itchy.
Itchy. Okay.
That's like growing up. My parents also gave me a bed like this. They tried to make me tough.
Yes. Did it work?
I can see by your lack of a weapon and that you are holding 2 shields, it may not have worked.
Oh, I have to. This is my spare shield. I get attacked from the back all the time. So
When you're running away, yes.
Well, occasionally when I have to retreat, yes. But sometimes even my allies just try to stab me in the back. So that's why I have a second shield.
I can only wonder as to why.
Yeah, what a surprise.
I assume they're just intimidated by my great intellect and charming personality.
Yeah, probably exactly that.
I think so too.
Okay, well, I think we should head out, guys.
Also, maybe you should wait for us back at the inn whilst we buy the rest of the very, very boring supplies.
You know what? I appreciate your consideration. And yes, these tasks are beneath me. So I'll go talk to my friend and make some small talk with the bartender and maybe get some drinks.
Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye now.
See you. I pat him.
Please don't
Little
touch
guy.
We the rest of us immediately head towards the cave.
Let's go. We need to leave now.
All right. You guys head off. Head for the cave. Osric, you wait. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Half an hour.
Look over at the bartender. You know those guys I was hanging out with? I don't think they know how to tell time.
You're a grunt of anything. Could be agreement, could be disagreement, just like acknowledgement.
Yeah, I get the sense that they kind of just forgot. Maybe, I could teach them how clocks work. Because I'm here waiting for them and they still haven't shown up. And the simple tasks they have were not that hard to accomplish.
You're another grunt of non-committal noise.
I am kind of above them in every station, every point, any point of reference. They are kind of dumb. But I feel I was brought to them by fate.
Takes like half a second longer, but it might have been your imagination, but you're another non-committal grunt.
You're right. I am kind of great. And I am, showing them my mercy by helping them. I'm just so happy to have someone else who agrees with me, who's actually not dumb.
Grunt.
You show your intelligence by your witty wit. Your conversational skills are tremendous. It's almost as if I'm talking to myself, but I feel that we're interacting so well.
You see the bartender just like head to the back after a moment.
Oh, you may want to watch yourself there. I understand you've been doing this many years, but you may still not be very good at it. Don't want to hurt yourself.
You're at the moment alone with a couple of patrons in the front. You see a lady come down from the top carrying a whole stack of blankets and things that they're going to air out. See you and immediately make a left turn and head into one of the other rooms.
They're gonna tar and feather him before.
Oh, hi!
You just disappear into one of the other rooms.
Huh. Well, normally I would consider that rude, but I don't know if they're smart enough to be rude here. Oh well, I think I'll go find my friends.
Oh boy. What's your plan of action, Trash?
Well, remember that I woke up next to a cave. These guys seem to prattle on and on about how the cave might be important, how they went inside the cave, that they did things in the cave. I think they might have actually just looked in the cave, and it was a great source of self-esteem for them on account that they're so bad at everything they do. I think I'll head back towards that cave.
All right. You guys arrive probably about mid-afternoon. Once more at the cave. It appears much like you left it, filled with rotting corpses and bleached skeletal bones and, the room that smells awful because somebody dumped acid over a bunch of corpses. And the other room that smells awful because somebody dumped acid over a bunch of, severed arms. In fact, it seems to be a theme, really, with the interior. A lot of acid.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should have a closer look around, guys.
As you guys start looking around, probably about 20 minutes later, you hear a voice from the entrance of the cave.
Oh, hi!
Oh, no.
Okay. Osric,
Is there anywhere to hide?
you got
You guys-
yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys seem to really have a thing for this cave, so I decided to come. Also, you don't know how to tell time, and you forgot to come get me. This is why you need me as part of the team, because obviously you guys can't take care of business without me.
Oh dear, we send someone to look for you and to tell you we're heading off, and I mean you just didn't appear. We thought maybe you had gone to do your own thing.
Oh, I can see.
Little peasant boys. They're such unreliable messengers.
You know what? They really are. Every time I try to employ a message boy, they can't even understand me past 5 words. They start rolling their eyes and then stomping their feet, and eventually, before I can even give them the money, they just walk away. I never really understood that.
While everyone else is looking, I kind of go to Osric. I kind of put my arm around his shoulder. Osric, I've got a really important job, and I don't know if any of the other guys are quite up to the task.
Oh, that is.
Do you mind helping me?
Of course not. That's exactly why I'm here. I am a cleric. I'm here to make your life better.
So this area is really dangerous, and I really need someone to stand outside on guard that I know is not going to, mess up or fall asleep or get bored. Like the rest of them. And I roll my eyes. It's like, would you mind just standing on guard for a bit, just while we clear this out and make sure it's safe in here? Well, I think we know it's safe. It's more just cleaning up, Oh.
Well, I'm glad that you asked, because I understand why you want to have someone you could trust, because they're obviously incompetent, and cleaning is far below my station. So sure, yes. I'll make sure we're safe.
Thank you, man. So fantastic. Just holler if you see anything suspicious or something.
Oh, sure. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
And as he turns around, as I turn around to look at the guys, I just kind of roll my eyes.
Okay. So what are you guys doing with the cave itself?
Well, I think we would like to, 1, look for things, i.e. books. But 2, everyone, Hans can go start looking through the books, but I think the rest of us, while Osric is standing guard, need to start just carting all of these bits of people outside. Maybe put them in a hole on account of they stink and they're bits of people.
Sure.
Maybe wash off some of the blood, I don't know.
Those of you who are carting, you can be about your way, and those of you who are investigating can roll investigation rolls.
I suppose we'll all investigate initially, but in terms of going through what we investigate, we'll first try to clean up.
Okay, makes sense.
24.
Jesus Christ. Wow, you guys are the best at investigating.
Yeah,
4.
6.
Well, thankfully, it's because we were carting stuff around. Hans was actually doing the work.
Wow.
The actual investigating.
9.
9?
I found a skull.
You find a lot of skulls. In fact, you build a little skull fort, trying to redesign your book fort from earlier, but using skulls.
I think it is maybe not as effective as the books.
Maybe you're right. All the holes make him weaker.
And they are awfully brittle.
As you say that, one of the skulls collapsed into powder, just making the whole thing a bit lopsided.
Maybe the prayer for intimidation.
Maybe.
All right, Hans.
Hello.
Amongst all your compatriots, you're the only one that spots a little false cache built into the chamber where you guys horribly murdered the poor man. That slides open a section of the stone wall, very small, probably about 15 centimeters across. And inside is a bundle of 4 books with a leather strap around them, keep them held tightly together. Inside of what appears to be a waterproof, like a leather satchel, to keep the damp out. It seems to be well oiled and looks like these are handwritten accounts by someone.
Ooh, special information. Whilst you're all cleaning, I will sit here and read these books.
Oh dear.
That sounds good. Let us know if you find out anything.
You skim through the books, and the books are written in like a whole bunch of different ways. Some of them have got tiny notations in the margins. Some of them have got doodles of questions. Some of them are just like crude sketches that are laid out in them as well. But they all seem to be written by the same person. Most of them you see are just initial, the Lord at the bottom. And from these books, you find quite a bit of information. In fact, as the hours pass, everybody's busy carting out bodies and trying to make the place, more habitable for people. You start skimming through the thing and finding a whole bunch. Like the first part is like, I've come to the town of Red Larch. It's filled with insipid little fools that know nothing of my true nature, blah blah blah. Like it's very like edgy, fucking satisfied, smug manner of writing.
Cruffler, did you write these?
What?
Did you write these books?
No.
Can you write?
Oh, not really well, but I can read.
Oh, okay. No worries. Go back to the bodies.
As you go through the books, you find that this person who wrote them came to Red Larch tracking something known as the Elder Evil, drawn here by whispers, dreams, visions, much like your own. In the book, you find there are notes, and you find a note that says, the townspeople are not to be trusted. Many of them are enthralled to powers and they do not even know it. I have found 4 cults thus far. The cult of the Black Earth, the cult of the Crushing Wave, the cult of the Howling Hatred, and the cult of Eternal Flame. I suspect that even the town elders may be enthralled to them and do not even know it. And you see next to each cult, there's a symbol. The Cult of Black Earth symbol is a triangle with a line running from it like that. Crushing Waves looks like that. Eternal Flame looks like that. Okay, it's really fucking lopsided, but you get the general idea. And Howling Hatred looks like this. Almost like an upside down pyramid head. As you carry on reading through the book, there's just hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes of different pieces of information. You can refer back to it and try and get more from it if you guys need to find out more or read more about it. But this seems like this guy with the obsession, of the mentally ill has just been cataloging and writing down and spying on these cults for the last year or so. Just making a whole stack of notes. And each book is numbered, with the 4th one being the most recent one, seeming to end mere days before you guys abruptly cut his life short.
Okay, so is there anything else? Like why he was investigating all of these cults?
It seems that, from what you can glean from the book, he's interested in subverting the power that these cults are gathering to themselves. He was originally drawn here by stories of what they call the Mud Sorcerer, which is a genasi, by the sound of it, one of the elemental people, that was acting very out of character. Initially, just bandit robbery, highway robbery, that kind of thing, and eventually changing to using some kind of power that completely warped any kind of stone, mud, dirt, stuff like that. Just like creating sinkholes, quagmires, opening up rock faces, pulling people in and crushing them, destroying caravans, that kind of stuff, which seems to have caused quite a stir among some of the locals that have an arcane bent, and even causing a lot of the druids in the area to start looking for this person, because it seems to be very out of tune with the type of divine magic that they would normally use to invoke, nature spells and that kind of thing. And that's what initially drew this crazy necromancer person to the area to investigate. And that's how he came upon the cults, the cult names at least. He hasn't found their location as such, but he has figured out that, mentioning it openly, there seems to be many people in the village that are worshipping them.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for Hans to tell us all about this once we finish cleaning up the cave.
I was reading out loud, you see. You have all heard.
Oh, hey guys!
Oh no.
Just
Just
checking in.
Yeah, we're still cleaning here, Osric.
Oh no, I think I heard something outside at the mouth of the cave. Please, Osric, you big strong dwarf man, please go and check.
Oh, your flattery is appropriate, and I appreciate it.
Okay, goodbye
I'll
now.
head back in a moment. I see that you all are still laboring slowly, which is understandable given your talents.
We killed
I just
many
want-
things.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
More than
seem
you.
like-
Okay, so what are you guys planning?
Well, can we assume we skip forward and everything is now cleaned up and bloody blah?
Yeah, you guys have dumped most of the bodies outside in a convenient trench.
Okay. Okay, guys. I think we have to sit down and discuss what the plans are. Does anyone want to start with what their idea of the plan is, or should I?
Please, go ahead.
So, from what you were saying, Hans, it sounds like there's a couple of cults around here that all seem to control what goes on. It could be very profitable for us to pick up where this crazy-ass necromancer left off and try to take them over. I mean, we're all getting these weird dreams. The dreams aren't really explaining what they want us to do, but I suppose it's a good start. We could turn this cave into a base of operations, potentially.
This sounds like a good plan. I was just going to suggest to kill them all.
I agree, Hans. We had one dream. Saying to come to this place. We killed bird. We get another dream. I say we go to other dream place. Murder. I'm not sure which one we're supposed to murder. The dwarves or the goblins, but let's just murder both, just in case. And
That sounds like a good
get
plan.
another dream.
But wasn't the place this place?
The dream you had was of this cavern getting enlarged, dug out, civilized. by
Oh.
chain.
Then
Nice.
we must enslave the dwarves, you see, and find some goblin friends.
Or
Or
if
we
we
could
slave the goblins, we slave them all.
There is potentially that as well.
We already have a dwarf. Does anyone have any chains?
I'm afraid not.
Curses!
Yeah, you'd have to procure a chain somehow.
We could send him to town to buy some chains. And then when he comes back, we ask him to demonstrate them on himself.
Well, my thoughts are though that if we want to start renovating this place, do we want to tell the townspeople about it or not?
Maybe not yet.
Well, if town is taken over by cult, then no. Cults. Eh.
Okay, but I mean, people are gonna wonder where we are if we keep on wandering into town every few days and then leave again.
Well, maybe we should act upon these rumors of bandits. Maybe we kill bandits, steal their stuff.
It's a good plan. Yes, we can go after bandits. There's also those slavers they mentioned. With that, those other militiamen disappeared.
Ah, maybe
Those
these are our
goblin slavers?
goblins.
That's an idea.
Maybe we should check this out.
I think that might be a good plan. Yes.
Professor, what do you think?
Yes.
Of course I agree with the professor. Such wisdom.
And Croffler,
Yeah.
any thoughts?
I don't think he has those.
I don't have many of those. Just point me at an enemy and I'll smash.
Okay, and should we ask the groupie if he's got any opinions?
I'm sure he will follow us anyway.
Hi guys.
Oh no.
I'm still guarding the front.
You're doing a good job, Osric.
Everything is fine, and it sounds like you guys may have slowed down. Have you finished cleaning and setting up spaces?
We finished cleaning pretty much. Yeah.
If we sleep in his main bed, maybe you should sleep by door, as you are such effective guard man.
I understand why you think that. Because I was very good. Nobody came by the entire time I was outside.
I know. I'm starting to think you should be the main guard for the cave.
Oh, that is such flattery. I appreciate your understanding of my obvious, exceedingly good prowess at everything I attempt to do.
Such responsibility.
That might be a better job for a lesser being like any one of you guys.
Oh no!
Oh, but look at us.
I kind of take his shoulder and walk him away. It's like, no, Osric, remember those guys. I mean, have you seen them do anything? Be asleep in 5 minutes.
Oh, this book is very heavy. I cannot lift it for more than a couple of seconds.
They would be useless, Osric. We would all wake up dead in our beds.
I would not want to wake up dead.
I see what you mean. I don't know. I think I could add a lot of value and add so many ideas that you all haven't even thought of because you're so limited.
Maybe
Yes,
we could
but-
add intercom system.
But think of it, Osric. If you don't stand guard, we'll be dead, and then there'll be no one to advise at all.
Oh, that's true, and I'll be on my own again.
I know. Be terrible, maybe.
Well, the gods have chosen me, obviously, because I'm here. And then the gods gave me you, people.
Yes, and I mean, obviously, I would think they probably want you to protect us. I mean, that's the best way you could keep us all safe.
You do make
And
it
doing the gods' good work.
This is true. This is true. You know, I'm very surprised. You had a great idea.
That happens occasionally. When I'm around you, I get these flashes of inspiration.
Oh, I imagine exceedingly occasionally.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
happen very often, but I mean, occasionally.
Oh, I will take that in advisement. I'll set my camp up here.
Where is here?
Oh, at the mouth of the cave.
Oh, perfect.
You understand how
don't-
caves work.
Don't forget your bedroll. Here it is.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, you know, could you have one of the other people just set it up for me? You all seem so good at manual labor.
Hold on, I will do it.
As he says it, I kind of point to Croffler, who's set out his bed, but the pillow is in the middle of the bed. I'm like, you don't want that. I mean, look at them. I think it's better if you put this up
No,
Otherwise-
I can do it.
I still think yes. I think the elf is actually meant for manual labor. He's not an intelligent person.
Well, if he's happy to help, then I'm happy. Thank you, Osric. Good man.
I take his. I run ahead and then start like piling up stones and put the bed over all the stones. All the pointiest stones I can find.
Okay. Alaric, what are you doing?
Well, my intrepid party of followers here have set everything up for me. They even came up with a halfway decent plan. But I think for now I'll let them play amongst themselves and try to feel important. And in the meantime, I'll just relax.
Okay. So, you guys finish setting up your cave, finish setting up your sleeping places, getting some cooking fires going, drop some wood outside, stack some inside, sit and watch, I'm assuming. What is your plan of action, guys?
So, if I remember correctly, the bandits and the slavers were two separate things.
That's right, yeah.
I think the plan then will be to first try and sort out the bandits and then go on to the slavers.
Up to you guys.
Oh, I'm saying that with a slightly hesitant tone. This is where everyone can kind of just throw in their yays or nays.
I feel slavers may be more useful first. Help take
Okay.
slaves when we defeat bandits.
I'm happy with that. We can do the slavers first, and I mean, even if we just find out about the slavers, if we don't think we can take them, we can still make some money by giving the report to the militiamen. So yeah, we can try and investigate the slavers first.
Ein, Larry,
Yes.
Trash.
At the moment, I'm just following this group because this group is a good lead to bloodshed. If I follow you guys, I get to kill something.
So I think the plan is that we're going to try and investigate the slavers, Griffey.
All right, how do you guys want to go about doing that?
I think, and everyone can spitball in after this if they want. I think the best thing to do would probably be just to try and explore north. We were told they were north of Lance Rocks, so probably if we try to explore, scout around north of here, see if we can find a camp or something they use often. Might be worth just scouting around.
All right. Anybody else?
I feel maybe we send the dwarf ahead of us. He might make very good scout. In that heavy armor of his.
But wouldn't you prefer him to be around so that people can shoot at him instead of us if we have to fight?
It's very small.
Any of you guys speak Goblin, by the way?
No. Don't think
Okay.
so.
Oh dear.
All right. So you guys are going to just head out into the north, which is a ginormous place, and just randomly stroll around the countryside and hopefully stumble across a camp.
Okay, maybe we should find where these bandits are first.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we could do some murdering.
Might be worthwhile, yeah. I don't mind doing that.
Oh, Lord, guys. Okay.
Yep.
Murdering is good.
So how are you guys going to go about finding the bandits?
Well,
The best way
Yeah.
would be just as to pretend that we're a convoy and make them attack us.
They were said to be attacking the caravans, and we should
Yeah.
go along the caravan route.
Yep, that will be a safe bet.
So buy us a car and have one dude drive the car and the rest of us on his side of it. And when we get attacked, we're Ah, surprise! Fuck you!
The professor, he always comes up with the most marvelous plans.
That could work.
That's why he's the professor.
We should maybe send Osric back to town to get a cut.
Well, we're all gonna want to leave from the town anyway, so we might as well all just go into town to get a
Oh
car.
no, what means we have to spend time with him.
Difficult, I know, but sacrifices have to be made.
Oh no, I should have made the bag of
Big
holding.
literal sacrifices.
I could have put him in it.
Hi guys.
Oh no.
I can't help but need to remind you that I'm 10 feet away from you.
The guard post is very far away.
I can read lips. I'm a dwarf.
This round corners though, there is no direct line of sight.
Well, anyway, I heard you, cackling like the monkeys that you are, and I was just wondering if you needed any help.
No, we were just thinking about maybe going to go find some bandits tomorrow.
That sounds like a good use of your time. That way we might actually get some clues as to what's going on around here.
Exactly.
See, look at you. I'm already giving you your second good idea.
Will you be able to guard the cave while we're gone?
I don't know. Do you think that's the best use of my abilities?
Well, I mean, can you imagine if we're successful and we come back and the cave is full of bears?
Well, I don't know that we need to worry about bears.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, from what I know of the forest, bears are hiding behind every bush just waiting for an unsuspecting cave.
Well, I suppose if you are feeling so uninspired and incompetent that you're worrying about bears, that you might actually need some assistance guarding our little home here.
I think it might have been an angry bear that gave you that problem with your nether parts.
As I said, they're always on the lookout for caves.
But Rodriguez, maybe if we take him with us and the bandits, there are too many, we offer him as hostage.
Actually, maybe you need to come with us to protect us instead of the cave, Osric. I mean, you're such a good protective force.
Are you sure? This seems counter to what you just said, which is understandable because you're kind of simple.
Yeah, but you see, once again, I was around you and I got a flash of brilliance and I realized we probably need you with us in case we get into trouble.
You know what? I am a cleric. I'm here to help people, especially you, my simple friends. I'd hate to see anything bad happen to you.
It's so good to know you care.
Oh, as much as dwarvingly possible.
So then, that's it. We're gonna head out tomorrow and buy a cart and pretend to be merchanty people.
Okay. So, we will do that next week. So, you guys are going to, what? Strip down out of armor and so on, because obviously merchants and things don't wear armor.
One of us, I think maybe the dwarf, will sit on the front, driving the thing. The rest of us, we will hide in the back of the cart.
Okay.
Well, I'll go on the front of the cart because I don't really wear armor anyway.
Please don't leave me back there with him.
I'll be at the front with Osric, and the rest of the guys can hide in the cart. We'll kind of put a tarp over it so it looks like there's like goods, but you won't be able to see what they are very easily.
Well, I am a cleric, so I'm often on missions of my god, so it could just be that maybe I'm a traveling cleric with a bunch of simpletons that I'm trying to escort to safety.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know if bandits would be interested in doing that. They wouldn't want to attack that. They would want to attack a merchant.
All right.
Right.
So we will do that next time, and then see how successful you guys are.
Sounds good.
Bunch of creepy motherfuckers.
What?
How dare you call us creepy?
God damn, we threw it was calling us fucking creepy. Wanna run and fight me, faggot?
Very rude.
Very
Hurtful, man.
true.
This is how I roleplay a charisma of 7.
It's actually pretty funny.
asshole.
I think it's more like how you roleplay an asshole. Yeah.